All right. Good morning, everybody. 1 second. Some more light on my face here. All right, so as you can see, we are starting. Tim is for this. He loves breathing in the wilderness. Yes, but this is Second Wind. Okay. Amen. More Zelda. Yes, that is happening. So yeah, this is the Second Wind mod. It basically these guys did a big overhaul to this game. Not an entire overhaul. A lot of it's the same, but they took empty areas, they added a town, they added a few areas. I think they redid the majority of the shrines too. If not in just how they look, also, but like I think they changed some of the puzzles too. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna play in master mode because I'm a masochist. I've been looking forward to this. I do want to play. I mean, I wanted to play Shinobi. I had that lined up, but then I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. The Shinobi clips I posted over the weekend, while I enjoyed them greatly, uh, don't get a lot of views simply because it's not as popular as a game. So I will continue to play Shinobi because I want to do what I want to do too, but also I want to do what I want to do and something that's good for the channel. So Zelda. Anyway, let's get into it. Right at the bird o'clock. Let me know if the game audio is low, please, gentlemen. Or is yeah. Also, I did tweak the I did tweak the filters and visuals and whatnot, so things might look either good or a little weird. So don't worry, those can all be fixed. Also, it might run a little weird at first because everything's compiling. So I'm gonna turn the audio up a bit. Can you guys hear it okay? I know it's quite soft at the beginning. This part's a little slow. Eamon says, the trick of being a variety streamer is to focus on being a personality, so it doesn't matter what you're playing. People come to you. I know, but Google search optimization doesn't doesn't have a slot for me to insert my personality. Okay, so good. Audio is coming through for the Breath of the Wild. Oh yeah, getting some frame rate dropping here. So again, there will be some I had very limited time to actually tweak this. I did spend a little bit of time on it, so there might be a little bit of lag, especially in this first play. Hopefully no crashes, but I will smooth out all the problems as we go. Right. Get some clothes. Okay, now I got some. I'm gonna throw it. Can I break these? I thought I could break these. Climb. Oh, whatever. Okay, so the first question I want to talk about today is, you know, most of the people who watch my channel are around my age. You know, they're in their 30s, early 40s, and we've been gaming for a long time. Now, is there in your adult life, so I'm talking about like, let's say 25 years and onward, has there been like a gaming moment that kind of made you feel like a kid again? All right, that made you feel that like special something that you felt gaming as a child. Okay, that's my big question. Okay, my answer to the question is right here. I don't know why. I know this game didn't do it for many people, but man, this moment, playing it for the first time on my big TV, like really made me feel like I was in my old house growing up, 10 years old, playing Ocarina of Time, wandering out into Hyrule Field again.
You are the light, our light, that must shine upon Hyrule once again.
At the very least, I know this was a very epic moment for so many people. Just it really set the tone for the whole adventure. Love it. Yeah, oh man. Eamon says, for the first time, yeah, but only for a few hours as I got used to it and annoyed by the mechanics / writing style. Okay, that still counts. For me, I adore this game. This game is definitely in my top 10 for sure. I know it bothered a lot of people for various reasons. It's not a perfect game, but for me, the wonder and excitement stuck with me way longer than a lot of other people. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to reduce the resolution. Getting a little bit of lag. How do I sneak again? Oh yeah, there we go. We are playing master mode, so I will need every advantage. Like health up and attack up. Tim says, this definitely did that for me also. Pokemon Arceus, seeing a Ponyta in the wild and knowing I could just go up and catch it. Then I never picked up the game again. Man, I should go back to that. Yeah, definitely getting some lag here, so sorry about that. We'll fix that as we go. Do you guys like that? I mean, I altered the shading a bit and the filter. Does it look okay? And it says, that's how it was with it is with me, honestly. It starts great and usually goes downhill from there. Yeah, I mean, I agree. There's very few games that that keep that same level of like expectation and that same level of hype throughout the whole thing. Expedition 33 doesn't suffer from that issue, so I look forward to playing it. Yeah, maybe I should do that too. Ho ho ho, well met, stranger. It's rather unusual to see another soul in these parts. I'll spare you my life story, thank you. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone quite for some time now. What brings a bright young man to a place like this? Where are we? Answering a question with a question, that's fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting will be simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau, according to the legend. It's the birthplace of the Kingdom of Hyrule. Temple of Time. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it's abandoned in a state of decay. God, why do Tears of the Kingdom ruin this lore? I'm just gonna take your roasted apple. Is that alright? I beg your pardon. I do believe I baked... Yeah, it's my baked apple. Oh, ho, ho. Forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. But seriously, give it back. So I do like how... Oh, someone's talking to me. I do like how the Great Plateau map sort of lays out nicely onto Castletown and Castletown and the rest of the map of Ocarina of Time. Okay, yeah, definitely getting a little bit of lag here, so sorry about that. Those videos are speed... Yeah, I know. The speedruns, honestly, like... if this was a speedrun video, they have already beaten the game by now. Oh, man. I screwed that up. So we don't drown right away. Come here, fishy. Yeah, snagged it out of the rod. Water. Yeah, Arceus, okay, so, like, how you felt about Breath of the Wild, Eamon, is how I felt about Arceus. I was totally bought in right away, and then I got turned off by how segmented the world was. And, you know, it eventually, it felt big at the start, but then it became really small to me. But yeah, if I had to, yeah, it's still compiling shaders actually, so maybe it'll smooth out as we play, but hopefully it will. All right, we're gonna try this again. One more time. I want this Korok seed. I'm still playing like... Yeah! It's fun. I mean, it's not a bad game. It's just... I wish it was basic. I wish they had just made Breath of the Wild with Pokemon in it. You know? Like, I don't understand why they didn't do that. Okay, there's a Bokoblin over there. Alright, I am forgetting a lot of the controls, so... Now, how do I... Okay, there we go. If I had to pick games from that I've played that actually maintained that level of like hype and excitement throughout the whole thing, I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. My top 3 games. I don't know. I can't narrow it down to 3. It's just so many, so many great games that I love. But what I was thinking about it was, I just want this. I want what's in there without having to break my weapons. Probably. I'm gonna sneak. Gonna sneak up on this Bokoblin. Hopefully he doesn't turn around. Oh, come on. And this is the problem of master mode. And now I have, like, no weapons. You're gonna see a lot of that kind of stuff, Eamon. But yeah, I mean, my top games: Mega Man X, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Super Mario RPG, Resident Evil 4, and this is not any particular order, but these are all games that really maintained that excitement and wonder for me throughout the whole thing. And I think particularly Resident Evil 4 is important because I played it as like a young adult when I was in high school. You know, back when all that sense of wonder and and stuff leaves us. And then for me, Breath of the Wild. Oh, come on. Don't mind me. Just, stealing your stuff. Okay, that'll actually be a little helpful. Woohoo! feel like games that came close for me as an adult. Honestly, Resident Evil 7 came close. The ending got a little off the mark for me. Resident Evil 8, I just really enjoyed. I loved the atmosphere. I honestly almost wish it was just its own standalone game. Just because it had at least the start and the end. Look, this is where this almost looks like where we've met Zelda for the first time. Right? She's looking in the window. But that wouldn't make any sense because this is the Temple of Time. Is this Simu? Yes, it is Simu. That's why I'm still working out the it looks a little laggy, so I apologize for that. Hey, New Game Plus. I think for me, games that have potential last longer to my Wonder timeline. Pseudo? Ooh, a member berry. See, okay, I will... Oh, God. I do feel that this game came out before the whole member berry conversation really got... Okay, I'm going to fight this thing. The whole member berry conversation was actually a thing. Finish you off with my twig. Ow. Well, that could have killed me. Jeez. But I do think, you know, Nintendo wasn't just throwing these things in here. I'm gonna throw Nintendo a bone here and be like, they weren't just throwing these things in here to kind of get you to be like, ooh, remember this, remember that. I think it might have been a genuine effort to kind of, because of the way Zelda is, and it's always been this way. Like they've always done it in a fashion of like they throw in names that are similar, or they throw in areas that are similar, or they always do that throughout the games, and that's what I feel really built up the lore of this game that people know and love. Is that okay? There's the interconnectivity of the games is what people have been speculating about since, you know, the first few entries came into play. You know, wondering whether or not these are sequels or are they just reiterations of the same tale over and over again. You know, so I will say that the member berry, saying that this is just a member berry, isn't really fair because of the way that the series has been since its inception. Here's a fun question. What does an Easter egg become nothing but a member berry? I mean, an Easter egg, I would say an Easter egg is typically hidden, right? It's like something you have to seek out. Let's pray at the goddess statue. My theory of my own personal theory that I know doesn't have a lot of evidence for is that Zelda, every incarnation of Zelda is the goddess Hylia. not she doesn't just have the blood of the goddess, but that she is the goddess Hylia, which is why that, you know, every iteration she's drawn to Link in a particular way, because Link has the spirit. She's drawn to the spirit of the hero, I should say. You know, but people point out, it's like, okay, well, how about this game, though? Because it seems like the goddess Hylia is still active and can be prayed to, but Zelda is her own person. And, you know, that would deter me, but I think because the goddess Hylia is also the goddess of time, which I do actually think is a legitimate, like, you can make a good argument for that. Because she's the goddess of time, she therefore can exist at more than one place in time and space, apparently. So that you can have the bodily incarnation of Zelda, but you can also have the spiritual Hylia, who is operating on the ground level. C is not canon. Don't bring that Hyrule nonsense in here. Hyrule Warriors nonsense in here. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean to Game Plus. No, I think I mean, if they mean to suggest that Sia is the goddess of time, you know, I think they would need to do more. I mean, because Zelda has both. I mean, at least a few things that Tears of the Kingdom got right was they gave Zelda both time and light powers. You know, that's the idea. She has time and light. She's the goddess of time. She's also the goddess of light. Sorry, I'm trying not to fall to my death. Was that not where I was supposed to go? Thought I was supposed to go there. That was the tallest tower, right? Oh, I just almost fell to my death. Wait, maybe I should go to that big yellow marker. Oh yeah, I am jumping the gun. Yeah, I shouldn't be here right now. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Yep. I'm dead. Well, that was a good playthrough, everyone. Did it save my... Okay, good. I have a bow. Okay, whatever. New Game Plus says, what would the revival of Ice Climber be like? I'd imagine an Ice Climber revival being another open world game, not as big as Breath of the Wild, but it'd represent many northern places. That could be kind of cool. At first, my first thought was like, no, nobody will like that. But then an open world Ice Climber game where it's all based on climbing and whatnot, that could be kind of fun. And not just to make like another open world game. I think it actually would fit the whole exploration motif. Okay, see, look at the horizon. You got Hyrule Castle, Death Mountain, and like Varuta, or was that Varuta? I don't know. The flying one and the mountain. You got 4 points of interest. You know, I pan over here. more points of interest, like that. You see the Farron region over there. That looks interesting. It's just the way this whole world is designed is to really expertly draw you in and to make you want to explore. Yes, there are literally yellow waypoints guiding you for sure, but it's way better than any kind of yellow paint nonsense we get in some other modern games. That don't need it. Okay, see, that's the most frustrating part about Master Mode, is you do something like that, and then they immediately start regaining health. He's guarding it. Oh no, he saw me. How do I get my bow? Where'd my bow go? Can I shoot him? Oh, of course he's got a shield. Leave me alone. Yeah, the first few episodes are going to be me just running away from bokoblins. Until I get more weapons. Here's another cool scene. Do I pronounce Hebra like Hebra or Hebra? I always pronounce it Hebra. Tower activated. Please watch for falling rocks. Oh my goodness, did my game freeze? I think it did. Uh-oh. FMV. Yeah, I think something happened. My game froze. But the audio's still going. Oh, I can skip the cutscene. Hopefully it's not going to be a problem with cutscenes. Yeah, probably FMV fail. Oh man, that was so good too. I'm glad I didn't do that for the first part. I'm gonna write that down, make sure I can troubleshoot that. Little teardrop, looks like the eye. Yay. You know how ice climbers can just conjure ice blocks and win? Yeah, I remember that.
You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link.
Hurry. I'm gonna go fishing.
It's too late.
That is a fault about this game that I have to at least acknowledge, is that the story beat of Link hurrying to save Zelda doesn't match with the play style of the game. Like, this game is all about taking your time, and there's no sense of urgency other than that one moment. And so because of that, it doesn't match up. They should have changed it somehow, where, you know, Zelda could have said something like, I'm holding off Ganondorf, recover your strength as best you can, and then meet me in the castle, or something like that. CEOBrainz, thanks for following. I appreciate it. Indeed, the writing is bad. Okay, but I will say this. The type of story, I've said this before. This is one of the biggest differences between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Okay? In this story, and I don't think this applies to other Zelda games, even though someone tried to convince me it does. This type of story doesn't need to be told in a linear fashion, because from a story perspective, all the major plot points have already happened. Okay, so it's like the speedrunners get it right. They wake up and they go right to Ganon's Tower, because the major events of the story have already happened. Anything else that you learn about the story can be told in a non-linear fashion, and you piece it all together, just like you're piecing together the game world itself. The game world itself is an environmental puzzle that you're kind of meant to solve. You want to figure out what happened. And by finding all the memories and visiting the different places, you can kind of build that profile of what happened as you play. That's why I think this game works, despite the bad writing, because there's so many other aspects to the storytelling than just what Zelda says and exposition. I know people might disagree, but I think the environmental storytelling in this game is like the best I've ever seen. Like, there's so many unique landmarks that tell its own story if you just take the time to look at it. Whereas in other open world games like The Witcher, like I love The Witcher 3. It's a great game. But much of that story is told through exposition, and, you know, you read and listen to the dialogue. Here, it's much more reliant on you to take the time and look at your surroundings and think. And it's got that dystopian vibe going to it, which when we talked about in a previous game, I forget what it was. Like, it was Majora's Mask, I think. Yeah, the dystopian vibe just kind of invites, you know, it invites exploration and wants you to explore. I am starting Second Wind. I apologize for any kind of lag that might be there. I'm still working out how to tweak the settings the best. Nice to know my Twitch multi-stream chat is working. Don't get many viewers on Twitch. Okay, now gotta be careful here. Can't really fight anything just yet. Yeah, I'm still getting notification that shaders are compiling and everything like that, so I'm hoping that as the game compiles everything correctly, it'll start smoothing out on its own. I'd hate to reduce the resolution. I really like how it looks right now. It's just not... Yes, exactly. Yeah, so Eamon says, oh, JK, it's just not consistent with the gameplay. Yep, that's... I agree 100%. It is not consistent with the gameplay. Oh, I should put on my trousers. What was I thinking? I need more defense. CEOBrainz says you can download shader cache to Breath of the Wild. That should help the future streams. Oh, wow. I'm such a noob. I will totally do that. Thank you. A ruby. Eamon says, environmental is good, but the shrines are neat and the story is decent. But I think what got people hooked on Breath of the Wild was its potential of wonder. Yes. It only starts to fall apart once you realize how limited and unrewarding exploration is. I don't know, man. I get that argument that the map is empty, but for me finding the different locations was the reward. Even when I knew that I was only going to find a Korok seed or a shrine, the fact of finding a new landmark that could link back to another Zelda game, like a skeleton or just a location that I recognized, that to me was like enough to really drive my exploration. I will say though, the game is not as long as other exploration games. So people, from what I've seen, people get bored usually once they start to realize that there's only shrines and Korok seeds left to find. But that to me is like around the 40-hour mark. And for me, once you get 40 hours into a game, I think that's fine. I think if the game holds your attention for 40 hours, that's, especially on the first playthrough, you know, I think it does its job. This game is not, I feel like that this game is not meant to be played for as long as The Witcher 3. They came out with 2 DLCs, and then they were like, okay, we're done. Now it's time to... You know, they would have done more, but then they created Tears of the Kingdom. And almost ruined everything. Go ahead, collect 999 cards. Tell me how awesome and rewarding it is. I've never done that, because it's not awesome or rewarding. And I think they knew that, which is why they give you they give you the final reward for it. They give you the final reward for it after finding, what, 250 Korok seeds? So yeah, I'm not going to say this game's perfect. I'm just saying, for me, it had everything in the right measure. I wasn't forced to find 999 Koroks. And there's really no reward for it other than, hey, you get 100%. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, Tears was originally a DLC. I honestly wish they had just made the Sky DLC and then the what was I gonna say? The Sky DLC and the Depths DLC, and then, you know, done it that way. They should have just done that. People would have paid $20 for each DLC. Yeah, it's a piece of poop. That's the... I mean, that's the joke. That's the joke with the Korok seeds, is that they're just... they're just Korok poop. To be fair, CEOBrainz says, to be fair, the reward for all Koroks is Japanese culture symbol for good luck. Oh, okay. Something I really didn't like. Oh, God. Yeah. Something I really didn't like about Tears of the Kingdom was that I couldn't whack things with with Ultra Hand. Wow, they really did make this shrine look like it's been here a while. Is there a treasure chest? No. Yeah, there we go. Speaking of devs in the audience, you're gonna play the tree game. Oh man. I don't know if I want to play it, but I certainly want to watch more videos of it. Eamon sent me this video of this guy playing this game. It's like trees hate you. It's just you're navigating this world with these trees, and they all do different things to like attack you. Like some of them just fly at you and smack you. Others, they like steal your hat and rip it up. Another one whips out a gun and shoots you. That's a pretty clever, gimmicky game. It got me to laugh out loud, so I approve. Alright, let's skip this. I don't got time for this. I did like the... Oh, man. Again, before Tears of the Kingdom came out, I did really like the... And I guess this still could be true. The theory that Breath of the Wild was the timeline convergence. Like sometime before it happened, Breath of the Wild happened, there was a timeline convergence. Which would explain why there's elements of all the games in Breath of the Wild. Clairvoyance. Okay. What do you mean? So I assume everybody knows the story, so I'm not going to waste time reading all this dialogue. How about make your way to the top of that tower again? Are you joking? Alright, Santa. See, look. Okay, so this was the Hero's Path mode. Oh, I love Hero's Path mode. That's cool. Okay, so you got the Temple of Time. Then you had, this is the Bazaar, Castle Town. And then there's the gate. That's where Link passes through the gate in Ocarina of Time. And then this is the old Hyrule Castle. Okay. And I'm trying to orient the map properly. Yeah, so this is the old Castle Town. River of the Dead. Probably where Kakariko Village was. Anyway. Maybe I'm just a sucker for member berries. I'm sorry, everyone. Just the way I am. I can't help it. I am gonna need... I'm trying to think, like, what armor set I should go for first, and I might go for the Sheikah armor so I can sneak around better and not get spotted. Smash. Oh, come on. Butterfly. I keep hitting, I'm still relying on my Resident Evil controls. I'm playing that, playing that in my off time. Insanity mode. It is pretty fun on Insanity. But I will not subject you guys to that. See, look, they added something on top of Hebra Mountain. That big spire sticking up there. I don't know what it is. Speaking of interesting games, says Eamon, you ever check out Dome Keeper? They're releasing a new X pack for multiplayer. I've never heard of that game. I don't play multiplayer games. Not anymore. It's too hard to coordinate with people. Do I want to waste an arrow on this guy? Shoot him right in the back of the head. Yeah! Can I snipe all of these guys? Stop moving. Can he get up here? I don't think he can get up here. Must be nothing, and they go back to whatever they're doing. Boom, headshot. Oh no, now I actually have to fight him. Dang it. He's got arrows too. Alright, this could be the end of me. Oh, but he's an archer. Dang it, 90 more. Oh, cool, I got a shield now. Where is he? I gotta get him before he, regains all of his health, which is super annoying. Yeah. It's like that meme, with regards to your multiplayer comment, that meme that was like, it's that, scene from Rogue One, where Krennic is like, really, Galen? A man of your talents farming? And that shows all the multiplayer games. Or it says, a man of your talents playing single-player games. And he has all the multiplayer games there. He's like, it's a simple life. I gotta figure out a way to break these without wasting my... I need the hammer. That's what I need. I also need to cook some fish. If I do 2, does that... Let's cook some mushrooms. There we go. Fish and mushroom skewer. Oh, that's wasted. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, God. They all fall off. And die. Alright. I need... Do I have a stick? Oh, no. How do I run again? Oh, okay, never mind. I can't run with it. Set fire to the lands. Do I have FPS++ turned on? I thought I did. I don't know. I have to go check. Yeah, I know. It's a little painful. I'm always nervous to to exit out of a game. Let me go save it. I'll climb the tower, save it, and then I'll mess around with the settings. Seeing a lot of news about ElfQuest lately. It seems like an old book series or something. You don't need to exit to toggle that particular one. Oh, okay. Still, let me go save, and then I'll climb the tower, and then we'll figure that one out. Do you play a lot of games on CEOBrainz? I'm pretty new to the the more recent emulation stuff. I've only really ever played, you know, the retro stuff on emulation. I don't play a lot, but I spent a lot of time testing the mods I work on. Oh, you're a modder? That's cool. What games do you mod for? We got a few guys on here who show up every now and then. They would do a lot of work with Blender. Oh, BO2 Island. Did you work on this one? Is this your mod? Oh, it is. Well, I had no idea. Well, thank you for making this mod. Guess I should have read the README file and all the files I downloaded. I might have seen your name. Well, that's embarrassing. Oh, no problem. I can't take all the credit. It was a team effort. Yeah, for real. I mean, this isn't the first time I've dove into. I played a little bit of Second Wind. But so this isn't my first time diving into it, but I was and am impressed with how much work you guys put into this. All right. He wants me to... What do you want me to do? Having a problem finding the shrines. Help me out here. Okay. Yes, repeat yourself. You really need to learn some self-reliance, my friend. Just check the pause screen if you ever do need a reminder of what you can do. Jerk. Okay, now, what button is that on my... Oh, there we go. I forget. Do I have to do this? I don't know. I'm just going to do it anyway. I did it. Bye. Oh, that's nice. Okay. We're still working on it, to be honest. The best update will be quite large. The next update. I mean, that's one of the reasons I decided to do this was because I saw that this was an ongoing project. And, you know, as I've been saying, this is one of my favorite games. Sorry, okay, so I'm going to the graphics pack. FPS++. Oh, I didn't have it on. Okay, hopefully that won't break anything. If you have any if you notice anything and you have any settings tips, please let me know, because oh wow, I can immediately tell the difference in that. Wow, that is crazy. Alright, hang on. You'd also recommend turning on navigation speed too. Options. Graphics pack. Menu navigation speed. We should have the dev on hand at all time. We got no money to pay him, Tim. He's got important things to work on. What do you recommend the navigation speed to be? It's at one. It's at default right now. What, 2 maybe? 2 times navigation speed. We'll try 2. That's really cool, man. Thank you for checking this out. I know I'm a small channel, extremely small, but I am trying to grow. Hopefully, this will get you more exposure. But man, that FPS, I thought I had that on. This is way more smooth. But yeah, everyone should go check this out. My shorts get a lot more exposure than my actual streams do, so hopefully this will help drive people towards Second Wind. It's crazy that you guys put so much work into this, and I appreciate it a lot. I'm sure many other people do. I will say, I had this thought. The whole, like, 30 FPS debate versus 60 FPS, I always thought was kind of silly. But man, after seeing how much more smoothly this runs on 60 FPS, I'm like, this actually looks really good. I don't want to go back to 30 FPS. That's awesome. And CEOBrainz says, we're just Zelda fans having fun. And it shows. And I think it goes to... in one of my other playthroughs, I forget which game I was talking about, but I asked the question, like, what makes a game have, like, soul? Like, what's the soul of a game? Or when people say this game is soulless, I think a lot of it is, can you tell that the developers actually enjoyed working on it? And even though you did not design Breath of the Wild, you can tell by the amount of mods and things you've changed this game that you guys really do enjoy doing this, and you want to improve upon an already what I would consider an awesome game. I know that there's like a new town. Again, I played a little of it before, so I'm not completely going into this blind. I know there's a new town. I know there's a new, like, area where you can kind of go down into the map and fight a big Hinox. There's some other landmarks that I haven't explored yet that I'm excited to go explore. So, but I am open to any suggestions or tips, but try to keep it spoiler free because I love new surprises. And I love what you guys did with the shrines. I think that's one of the best updates for it, because that was a big complaint that a lot of people had about the original Breath of the Wild, was that the shrines all looked too uniform. And it is true, and I think you guys did a good job of just kind of redecorating. It's those small things in games that really add up and to the general play experience. Okay, now I'm getting used to the controls again because it's been a while. So you guys will see me blow myself up. I'm sorry. It's just gonna happen. And die to this thing, probably. Waste my fairy. Dang it. CEOBrainz says, I always suggest you to play the game normally and you'll naturally come across stuff The next update will do even more to make sure new content is easier to find. Awesome. I'm excited. Any timeline on that? I'm curious. Dang it. Should probably... Oh, I don't... Oh, good. I have a sword. Eamon says, New Game Plus, on the topic of making ice climbers, have you checked out Ascenders Beyond the Peak? Eamon is the guy to go to find cool indie games. He spends a lot of time hunting them down and playing demos. When it's ready. Gonna be work, projects, and other stuff. It's hard to make any promises. I hope this year. Take your time, man. I imagine you're a web developer by trade. Full stack. Oh, cool. I did a career change at some point and I was a teacher for a while. And once I got my master's of educational technology, that got me interested in technology. And so then I did a programming boot camp, did the career change thing, and was not as easy to find my first job in the field, but somehow managed to do it. But then got trained in a program called Appian. It's kind of like Salesforce, and that's what I do my primary work in. It's business oriented, so it's not like stuff like this. But you know, if I could go back in time, I would start that right away. I was a teacher for 10, 11 years before I made that switch. So I'm still quite new to the industry, but I love technology. Even says, you're quite aware of them do your work, yeah. I know, it's the boot camp people. It was a desperation move, like for so many other people I've talked to. Just we needed a career change. We lived overseas, and teachers just don't get paid enough in the United States for me to support my family. So programming seemed the way to do it. And if I could go back, I would definitely go to school for it. And if I had the time and money right now, I'd definitely get a degree in it. But it's working out so far, so. The Nintendo Switch shirt. Yeah. Eamon says, hello, no one returns my job applications. Not much else to do, honestly. I'm either working on one of my games or hunting indie titles. Oh, sorry, man. You just gotta just launch like 5 games at once, and I'll play all of them on stream. I'm honestly surprised, CEOBrainz, I don't know if you could speak to this or not, but I am a little surprised that you guys haven't really run into much legal trouble with Nintendo. Because, I mean, this is the biggest mod out there for this game. And, you know, we've all heard horror stories of Nintendo's lawyers descending upon unsuspecting modders. I don't know if you could speak into any of that kind of hassle. I think that'd be interesting to hear about. CEOBrainz says, my general advice to anyone wanting to enter the tech field is to find a niche instead of doing more generalized stuff. It's certainly harder, but also easier to get picked up. A degree helps a ton, though. Yeah, I'm positive I got filtered out of so many interviews because I didn't have a computer science degree. I think what did help me, though, was I had a master's in ed tech, which I think got me into more interviews than not, even though it was in an education field. But the boot camps, they do try to make you a generalist. I don't know if that's the right term for it. You know, they trained me in full stack Django, and I could only do part-time, but in their full-time courses, they train you in like 3 different full stacks. And they want you to have so many different things on your resume. It is quite ridiculous. And even that is not enough for some of the job descriptions that are written by hiring managers and not actual tech people. I got pretty lucky. I used I don't know if you've heard of them, Revature. Revature, they're a hiring agency, and they were going to train me in Java, but because I scored higher on their entrance exam, they trained me in Appian, which I'm really glad for because Appian's a bit more specialized, and I think it'll stick around longer, given the recent AI stuff that's going on. We've discussed AI a lot on this channel. Tim is a music engineer, and so he's dealing a lot with how his industry is reacting to the new AI craze. We don't CEOBrainz says we don't monetize anything we don't claim to be an official, and we have a strict no piracy policy from our Discord. Yeah, okay, that's probably what saves you then. I can't imagine how people would monetize mods. I think that you really can't do that without stepping on someone's toes. An anvil. Is that new? Oh, it is new. That's right. It is new. That's right. You guys put an anvil in here. That's really useful. Too bad I don't have any money. Okay, who designed that anvil? I'm curious. Was it you? CEOBrainz? It looks really good. And it says, yeah, that's my problem. I'm a jack of all trades. I can sculpt, paint, rig, and animate, UI, UX. Proficient in Photoshop, ZBrush, Unity. No one wants a generalist. Oh, they do, a lot. Patreon primarily. Getting early access to updates. Okay. Pheasant. Ugh. The anvil comes from the Goron blacksmith, actually. So Nintendo takes credit for that one. Oh, okay. Closest thing to paid mods is Steam Workshop and CD Projekt Red's Red mod. Didn't they get that? Didn't they shut that down? Didn't they want to charge for mods on Steam Workshop? And then everyone cried out in 1,000 voices of terror. And then they just were like, nope, not doing that. Okay. Sorry, I am lollygagging a bit because I gotta, unfortunately, end the stream. Got kids to feed, to take to school, you know, all that unimportant stuff. um, but yeah, this is a lot of fun. CEOBrainz, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. You can join anytime. This is my normal streaming time. I know it's not the most prime time spot, but it's the time I got. I'd love to have you back and discuss more about Second Wind. I think it's awesome. And if there's any other platform you want me to share this on, my playthroughs on, this is gonna go up on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, and X. Actually, it's streaming right now on all 5 of those platforms, and the shorts will be going up on all of them except X as well. So those will take a few days to come out. But if there's any other place you want me to share this, share this to, let me know. I'm on Discord. It was fun hanging out. Love to have you back. Eamon as well. Thank you for constantly sharing new stuff on the Discord. Tim, if you're still here, New Game Plus as well. This was a ton of fun. Let me try to think. Yeah, we're gonna do a few days of Second Wind, and then we'll alternate between Second Wind, Shinobi, Active Vengeance, and maybe one other game. I did promise when I started this streaming stuff that I would do. Oh, check this out, guys. Ready? I got it working. I did oh man, I got double chats going on there. I got to remove that. There we go. I did promise to do a Metroid game. You guys can hear me, right? Good. A Metroid game constantly, so maybe we'll do another Metroid game and throw it in the mix and just rotate those 3 games. So anyway, have a great Monday, everybody, and tomorrow we'll be back same time for more Second Wind. See you later.